Hi, and welcome to Happy Fisherman Adventures.
I hope, I dream, I wish to catch a big fish, and I do it when I can. I'm a happy fisherman, and I do it when I can. I'm a happy fisherman.
Today we are going to show you a few recent adventures from Portland with our friends.
That's right. Plus, we're going to show you our spin gear setup that we chase tuna with. We're going to show you the FG knot and the non-slip loop knot that you tie up your lure as well. And yeah, it's going to be a little bit of educational.
The first adventure is with TB, Jerry, David and Vince.
Let's watch this video. Beautiful day in Portland, and it was tuna time. This time, Jerry, Vince, David and I, we were ready to chase some tuna. Even it was a bit cold, the sky was clear and we knew it's going to be a great day out there. We launched just after 9 AM and our destination was 50-meter line behind the Lawrence Rock. As we approached the Lawrence Rock, there was bird activity, but no action. We start trolling the 50-meter line, and at first, not much, so we end up at 70-meter depth. Then, just in front of us, tuna jumping. We were ready, but nothing. Then we seen the second patch. This time, the side rod with a pilcher color skirt took off, so David was on it. And then the deep diver, pilcher color, took off as well. This time, Vince was in action as well. All around us, more tuna jumping. I took all the other rods out and got ready with the gaff.
Who's gonna be first? Vince? Yeah.
Vince had his fish close to the boat, but it was still full of energy. Then it just took off and managed to cut the line against the prop. Well, happens. Soon David had his fish close to the boat and we managed to land this one. That was our first fish of the day. Then we were on the move again. I quickly reset the rod that snapped, put another pilchard colored diver on it, and we were on the way to Bridgewater. As we got there, in around 60-meter depth, we found the tuna jumping again. In no time we had a double hookup. Then, while I was taking the other rod out, the pilchard squid took off as well, so we were on a triple. This time, David's fish managed to shake the lure off, so I passed him the overhead rod so I can get ready with the gaff. Vince had his fish close to the boat, and this time we managed to land it. While we were doing that, David grabbed his leader and lifted his fish in the boat. Here is the second angle of this landing. Well, happy faces everywhere. It was time to quickly bleed these two fish and then keep going. This time we had a bird following our lures, and that is a usually good sign. In no time, David was on another fish. After a few minutes, we had the number 4 on board, and that was enough for us. On the way back, we seen birds diving like crazy, dolphins putting up a nice show for us, and that was the end of our great adventure. Well, I'm just going to run you through our setup chasing tuna. Normally we would use big overheads like 50Ws and that, but now in this case we only use them when we chase barrels or if we chase mackerel sharks and that. When we chase tuna like schoolies up to 50-60 kilos, we use a standard bitter on a 5-6 or up to 6 foot rod, I would say. In this case we got a little bit upmarket. This is a Stella. But you can use Zaragoza, you can use Daiwa, any of those salters. You can use a pan, I'd 50 or even 950 SS, that they all fine. 50-pound braid, that's mainly what we're going to be using on our reels. And that braid will go to an FG knot, and it's actually basically attached to our leader. My leader normally is about 80, like I would go to 100, but that's it. 100 pound, it's plenty. And that will go to a loop knot to your deep diver. This is actually an Halco deep diver. You can use Samaki, you can use repellers, it's your preference. But it's important to have this loop knot so actually lure moves freely. And that's our setup. All right, today we're gonna show how we do easy way, the FG knot. So we can do this actually on the boat. We can do just about anywhere. That makes no difference. So it's very important. The FG knot means fine grip knot. So it's very important to have a bit of tension on the leader, and you'll see how Mima does. You can, you know, she obviously bites the actual end of the bride, and now the leader, if he goes from above the bride, then you're gonna have to start doing under to the top and over towards the rod, and then next one will be towards you, under and over, and then just keep tension on the actual knot, and you'll see how she holds the hand and she actually grips the knot all the time, so it just keeps the knot tied and nice and clean. So under and over, very important is this consistency. If you don't have consistency, it'll be a mess. Now the idea of the FG knot is that he grips, he actually bites into the mono, and why we're using the FG knot is so you don't have to have a swivel, you're not going to damage your eye on the actual rod, plus you can actually just drag it right through. I normally put about a couple meters of leader, and it'll be like a wind-on leader. I would have that on the reel, bring the tuna or whatever shark, whatever I have, very close to the boat, then grab the mono and just gaff my fish. I can guide it and gaff it. Do never, ever grab and drag by the bride, because the bride can actually cut your hands off. So we do this about 20 times, and you obviously finish up on the top side. Once it's finished, we just do a normal loop. As the knot is done, then you grab the bride and just go over the actual bride and the mono together, and just a normal loop. That's it. Now that will secure the knot. It's a bit fiddly on this part, but yeah. Once you have that two eyes, then put gloves on and you'll see what happens here. Now this will actually grab the bride and it'll bite into the actual mono. It's actually gonna grip. The stronger you can pull, the better it's gonna grip. Now there's no way that this is gonna pull through. No way. So that's it. Once you've done that, then obviously get rid of the gloves, grab scissors, cut the mono, and we actually do one more thing. We actually use the lighter and burn the end of the mono. So once the mono is cut very close to the bride, like so, then we'll take the lighter and we actually burn a little bit the end, just a touch, and then that makes like a little mushroom on top, and that one pull through. Now you just continue making these loop knots, just normal loops on top, to actually make it just smoother to go through the guide. A lot of people would now use maybe an UV glue or something on it, but no need to. As it is, we got so much fish and we had no problem, so you never give up at the knot. Okay. That's your FG knot. Alright, so we got our bride hooked up to the actual mono. Now what I normally do, I give myself a couple meters of the leader. So that will be like a wind-on leader. I cut this down. So on this end now, we're going to do a non-slip knot. So I'm going to use this, well, one of my favorite lures for tuna at the moment. And I'm going to show you how to do a non-slip loop knot, obviously. And this particular knot will, someone calls it a pala knot, and there is heaps of different names. It's important to have a bit of a breather so this lure can actually move freely. Otherwise, if you just put a uni knot and that and you tie it up, it just doesn't work as good. Alright, after we give ourselves a couple meters of the leader, we do just a normal loop. And then we attach the lure to it. Now the lure, obviously this particular lure we go through the ring, and the very important part now is you go with your end back through the loop the same way you came in. So it has to be the same way you came in. So just push it through, bring it down a little bit and hold on to that. Now what we do is go around 4 or 5 times. And now again you take the end and go again the same way you came in. Don't go backward, just the same way. Push it through, and that should be enough. That's your loop knot already there. But what we do, we take the end and lock it. We just lock it back through the loop, hold it, pull it back, and that's your loop knot. This is basically, that goes no way. I actually like them better than using crimps. And the lure's free. You can see the loop, because of the loop, the lure's just free. Now cut the tag and job done. This loop knot, you don't have to go, a lot of people do them really small and close to the bib, but no need to. That's the way we fish anyway. So we don't say this is the best way, but it works for us, so hopefully it's going to work for you.
In the next video, our mission was to get Emma and Simon onto their first tuna.
Yep, I jumped on Michael's Stubbycraft and we went all the way to 140 meter line. It was a bit choppy, they were a little bit, but because they didn't have that experience before, but it was good that I was there and then actually start to trust their boat and, see actually what they can do.
Let's watch the next video.
This adventure is from first week in July 2022, and this time I jumped on board with my friends Michael, Emma and Simon. Our mission was to get Emma and Simon on their first tuna. Along us we had my friend John and his son Cody, and we were on our way to 140 meter depth straight from Lawrence Rock. It was a bit rough, but nothing that we couldn't handle. It took a while, but we got there. And then in no time we had a double hookup. Simon's fish managed to shake the lure off, but Emma was holding strong.
Had a double hookup, Emma's got one, lost one. Still reeling it in.
Hey, good stuff, mate.
For a first timer, it was a bit hard to fight the fish in these conditions. It's a big challenge just to stand up, but she did a great job.
Yes,
With a bit of cheering and support from all of us, Emma was doing amazing work.
Michael, you go a little bit left. No, left.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's it. Now go a little bit right. Don't be far. Just keep it so she has the fish on the On the left.
After about 5 minutes, we managed to get to this fish and we landed with no problems.
Emma!
Jimmy, help me. Oh, thank you. Hello, baby.
That's bigger than mine.
Thank you.
By this time, John and Cody managed to get their daily limit and they were on the way back. We were on a single hookup and this time it was Simon's turn. Hopefully this is a chance for him to land his first tuna. I moved everything out of the way and it was whiting game.
Lift it up. Towards you.
Again, trying to stand up, it was a bit challenging, but he's done a good job and we managed to land it no problems. One thing you can see here, snapper wrecks are not really good when you chase tuna. My elbow definitely proved that fact. Anyway, our mission was complete, so now it was playtime. We managed to land 3, drop 3 and get a bit of feel how stubby craft can handle 3-meter
Let go,
swells.
Emma, right there. We couldn't gaff it.
It was just an awesome day out with a group of happy fishermen. The smiles were priceless. Back at the campground, my friend Vince was busy having fun with Chiquita. There goes another day full of entertainment.
Congratulations to our last week's competition winner, Greg Nicole.
Yep, he had the right answer and that was Cara Cummings. And Cara's book is coming your way, so I hope you enjoy it.
Thank you for watching and please subscribe to our YouTube channel.
See you next time.
I hope, I dream, I wish to catch a big